welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin, and as you all saw in the intro, today we're doing a super fun video. Since Halloween is approaching, by the time I release this video, I actually think Halloween will be the very next day. So I thought in honor of Halloween, I would do a fun little get ready with me based off of one of my favorite characters of all time, and that is Blair Waldorf. So the look that we're going for today is this one right here. She wears this in season 1. I think the episode is Roman Holiday. I'm pretty sure that's the episode. It's the Christmas episode, one of the few episodes that are actually Christmas themed in the entire show. But I would say that this is probably one of my favorite outfits of all time, and I actually kind of recreated it myself with my own fabrics and stuff like that, so I'm super excited to show you guys. I'm going to be doing my hair, my makeup, and the outfit for the final transformation, so stick around and you will see how I achieve the look. But without further ado, let's start on the makeup. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is foundation. The foundation that I'm going to use for this look is the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Foundation. I have mine in the shade 1.5, and I actually really love this foundation. It's super light, it doesn't feel cakey at all, and it's not greasy or anything like that. So it's just a really, really lovely formula. It's very much like your skin, but better. So I'm gonna take some of that on my hand, and then I'm gonna use a brush, and then I'm just gonna buff this into my skin. Alright, there, the foundation is on. I really love the way that this foundation wears too. Like I said, it's very light coverage and very minimal, but the finish is just so gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so next I'm going to do concealer. I'm actually going to be using 2 concealers for this look. The first one that I'm going to be using is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. This one matches my skin tone a little bit better than the other one, so I'm going to use this for spot concealment. And then I'm going to take a damp beauty blender, please ignore the state of this, and I'm just going to blend this out. Okay, and then the second concealer that I'm going to use this for under the eye and for highlighting because this one's a little bit brighter. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. I really like this one. The only thing that I don't really love about this is that there's really no product in here. Like, I've only been using this for a few days and it's already gone up so much, which I think is kind of ridiculous, but it does have a really, really nice finish. It's super natural and yet super, super beautiful. So I'm just gonna put this under my eyes. And then I'm also gonna use this on my nose. And also just on my cheekbones a little bit because Blair has super defined cheekbones. And then with that same sponge, I'm gonna blend it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna set the face before I move on to anything else. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have this in the shade 10 Fairlight. So I'm just going to take some onto my brush, and I'm going to pat this anywhere and just put concealer really. Just focusing on the eye area so it doesn't crease. I'm also going to run that up my nose and also into the smile lines, again, so there's no creasing. There, all finished. Okay, so next I'm going to do bronzer. So I'm going to be using the Hoola Benefit Bronzer, just the original one. I love this bronzer, you guys know that. So I'm just going to take this on a brush, and I'm really going to press that into the hollows of my cheeks because like I said, she has really defined cheekbones. So I'm going to do a little bit of defining on my face right now. And then I'm gonna brush it up into the hairline too to add some more depth. And then finally, I'm going to use this bronzer to contour my nose a little bit because Blair has a really, really thin bridge of her nose, so I'm going to try to mimic that now. Okay, so bronzer's finished. Now I'm just gonna take my sponge and I'm gonna make sure there's no really harsh edges or anything like that and blend out the bronzer just a tiny bit. Alright, there we go, that's finished. So next I'm gonna do blush. The blush that I'm gonna be using is the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blush in the shade Ecstasy. So first I'm going to use the outside color of this blush and just put that all the way up my cheekbones. Blair always has really, really rosy cheeks, so I'm gonna go a bit nuts with this. Take that up. If you don't like the really, really rosy cheeks, you can always tone it down a little bit. But once I've done that, I'm gonna take this middle color and I'm just gonna pop it onto the apples of my cheeks. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to eyes now. Blair always had really thin eyes and they never looked super sharp or defined. They never really looked like they were filled in or anything like that. So I'm actually not gonna do anything to them. I'm just gonna brush them out. All right, there. Okay, so for eyes, I'm gonna start with the Too Faced Born This Way Natural Nudes palette. I really love this palette for every day. I think it's fantastic. And on a really big fluffy eye brush, I'm gonna take this color here, Swan, and I'm just gonna use this all over my eye. I just really wanna brighten my eyes first before I go in with any other darker colors. Alright, so next I'm going to dip into this shade here, the nude shade, and I am going to use this on the outer third and in the crease of my eye. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And then I'm just going to take a little tiny bit more and pinch the brush, and I'm just gonna run this underneath because she has really big eyes. All right, there we go. So next I'm actually going to put some eyeshadow in my waterline. So I'm just gonna take an angled brush and some setting spray, and I'm gonna spray the brush. And I'm gonna dip into this dark brown shade here. This is called Truffle. And then I'm going to use this on my waterline. Let's see if I can do this on camera. Okay, so the waterline's done. I'm going to add just a little tiny bit now to my eyelid. Okay, so there we go. I didn't mean to go that thick, but everybody has those days, and this is what we're working with, so we're going to move on. So next I'm going to do mascara. The mascara that I'm going to be using for today's video is the Diorshow Waterproof Mascara in the shade Catwalk Brown. I always use the brown color. I just find it kind of looks better. I'm going to run this onto my eyelashes. And then I'm just going to do a tiny, tiny bit on the bottom lashes. Okay, now for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand. I really love this for highlighting. I'm going to take this up to my eyebrows. I'm going to do the high points of my face. And I'm going to do my nose just a tiny bit, just on the tip. And then I am going to take my sponge and blend that all out. All right, and then next I am going to do lips. So it's the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat lip liner in the shade Pillow Talk. And Blair's got pretty thin lips, so I'm not going to overline very much or anything. Sorry if I keep glancing this way, by the way. That's where I have my mirror, and it's just easier for me to see there, so I keep glancing that way, if you're wondering why. And then finally, I'm going to be using the BareMinerals lip gloss. This is in the shade Future Star. I'm pretty sure this was limited edition and they're not available anymore, but I really like the shade, especially for this look, so I'm gonna put this on. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished makeup look. I think it turned out pretty good. I like this. She does wear a lot heavier eye makeup than I normally do on a daily basis, but I honestly think that this is pretty cute. This is something that I would still feel comfortable wearing out of the house. It's not really crazy or in your face or anything like that, which just isn't really me, but I do enjoy this. So now let's move on to hair. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the hair. My hair's a mess right now, but hopefully we're about to change that. Blair's hair is always usually in the show in perfect little ringlets. Like, she always has her hair done and curled and very elaborate, but this is actually one of the few times in the whole series that we see her with straight hair. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. In the picture, it kind of shows her with straight hair, and then the ends are slightly curled in. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and to do it, I'm going to be using the Instyler, because I think this is like the perfect thing for that type of look. So I will show you guys maybe one or two quick strands, and then I'm going to speed this up. So basically the way this works is it kind of combs the hair as you straighten it, which is really cool. And then I'm going to hold it on the ends so that there's more curl, and then let go. See how it curled the ends a little tiny bit? So I'm going to keep going now, ignore my bangs. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished hair. I think this is pretty similar to the hair that she had during this scene. It's very straight, again, very different from what I normally do, but I like it. I think it's fun. And now it's time for the finishing touch, so let's get the outfit on. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. So this outfit is actually the whole thing that inspired this video in the first place, because I really wanted something like what she was wearing in that particular episode, and I searched everywhere in stores, but nowhere sold anything remotely similar to it, so I was like, I guess I have to make it myself. So that's exactly what I did. I ended up making this cape here, and I ordered these little buttons off of Etsy, and I think they're so cute. They have such a nice French Parisian type of vibe, which is exactly what I think Blair was going for in this episode, as they mentioned Paris a ton of times. That's what I went for here, and then I went for the little matching skirt. Let me show you guys. So I went for this little matching skirt here. Again, I made this myself. You guys might have actually already seen this skirt if you watched the My Boyfriend Chooses My Outfits for a Week video, and if you haven't, definitely watch it. I'll leave it linked above. It's really funny, so definitely check it out. And then I paired it with the pink ballet tights, because that's actually what she wears in the episode. And then she also has it on with a beret. Her beret is white, but I don't have a white beret, so I'm using what I got. And also little gloves. Again, these don't match 100% perfectly. Like, I don't think they're too bad with this outfit. And I actually do think this is a really cute skating outfit. I don't know how to skate, but if I ever learned, this is what I would wear. This is the finished look, hair, makeup, outfit. I really like the way that this turned out. I hope you guys do too. Please let me know in the comments what you think. And if you want to see me transform myself into any other iconic characters, let me know. I would love to hear it. So I'm just going to take the gloves off now, but I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And if you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you all in my next video. Have a happy Halloween, everyone. Bye!